Today's race day replay is brought to you by E3 Spark Plugs. What are you running?
So Tim Sable fully staged. Handress goes in second, and Sable's car does not move. Whoa, and Handress pops it big time out there. Blew the scoop right off the top of the thing. 409.3151 for Handress. Tim will be back in Atlanta, and we'll find out if Chuck Little or Jason Hamster will make the final round, which could have major league implications depending on how wounded Handress's car is. The winner of this round could very well see no one in the final round next to them. So I would suspect they're not going to make much of a run as they drive between the water box, and Jason's dad doesn't even have a radio on. The only thing they really have to do, they're going to do two things. Stage the car, take the tree. That's thing one. And thing two is make sure it goes across the scales at the top end. So congratulations to Jason Hamster and family for their big victory here to open the season. 2017 NMCA Muscle Car Nationals presented by E3 Spark Plugs down here at Bradenton Motorsports Park. They leave here with the lead in the Pro Modified points, and it's been the, well, I believe the first time in the history of the BP Racing Fuels Xtreme Pro Mod class a blower car actually leads the points, because the Bankston guys were stripe to stripe last year, and we'll be seeing all of them again in Atlanta in just about a month. Liberish's car didn't move off the starting line. And Roderick, the run was disqualified after the run. Apparently there was a scale weight deal going on down there. So, Roderick's car was disallowed because Liberisher, he didn't go on the racetrack. He didn't feel like he needed to go to the scales, which you don't blame the guy. He didn't go to the scales, so he's basically, both racers are out. So what was supposed to be happening now is Bruno Massa was supposed to have a bye into the, it was supposed to be racing the winner of that last pair in the final. Skinner was supposed to have a bye to the final. Well, since both competitors are here, we make sure that they get the proper points for the rounds that they should have run, but they want to get their final run and get out of here. So Bruno Massel and Kevin Skinner are lined up in the final round of Hawley EFI Factory Supercar. Big wheels up launch on both sides. Massel a slight starting line advantage. Then Massel a slight elapsed time advantage to the 8th mile top end stripe. Bruno 8:38.0, 161 miles an hour. 8:38.4 for Skinner. It was basically only the starting line advantage that Massel had that got him the win light. John Lassinger is pre-stage. Ryan Thorpe is in there as well. He goes right in. They're both in. Nobody's messing around. Ryan Thorpe goes red. John Lassinger, your winner. And Fast Forward Racing Engines, Outlaw 632. Nelson competition side. 458.6, 159. Thorpe went 451.5 at 159 as well, but he went 003 red, and that is the end of that. 69 Nova, 2010 Camaro. Don Paskin purging the nitrous, the Tennessean. Slams the door shut, gets ready to roll. So Jeff Rudolph making his final adjustments to the nitrous system, purging the gas. 632-inch engine for Paskin, a 521-inch combination for Rudolph. Bracket 1 to the staging lanes, please. Bracket 1 to lanes, they're all in. Starting line advantage goes to Baskin, but look at Rudolph. Start to pull out. Rudolph trying to hold off Baskin. It's going to be Baskin. 7:22.9 at 192. And Jeff Rudolph, 7:33.7 at 191.53. And four heads there. Yeah, so you have forehead and Barnhill on this thing. So you have a multiple brain trust. And Barnhill's no slouch in the old 5-head department either. So Agostino and Adkins inching their way toward the starting line. Chevrolet Performance Stock, final round. Chevrolet Performance Stockers, final round to the lanes immediately, please. CPS final. Final round action. Mickey Thompson Radial Wars. Is it going to be the big square 63 Impy, or is it going to be the 2000 Camaro from the Great White North? Nick Agostino is pre-staged. David Adkins begins to bring his car in. He turns on the top bow. Both of them get on the chip. The boost is built. Agostino's taking his time. He bumps in. And David Atkins, oh man, Agostino a big wheel stand. Atkins goes 4:007 at 182.48 for the victory in Mickey Thompson Radial Wars. 6:036 at just 93 miles an hour after Agostino's car hooks and tries to take off from the earth, lands with a thud. Congratulations to Super Dave Atkins. City, Ohio, running the Pro Charge 430-inch engine, and Charlie Cooper, the 91 Fox body in black. A car that won here a week ago. 1 week ago, it was Charlie Cooper that took care of business in the NMRA side of things. Can he run the table? Make this the Bradenton double up. Boy, that's a tough deal to pull off. We need ATI Performance Nostalgia Super Stockers. ATI Performance Nostalgia Super Stockers, please, as Charlie Cooper is now pre-staged. Wenrick goes right in, puts the thing on the two-step, and Cooper's going to take his time. Cooper begins to bump in. Both cars off the starting line well. Charlie Cooper starts to put some distance between himself and Wenrick. 4:04 at 168. And Charlie Cooper has done it again. 4:47.0, 165.99 for Jared Wenrick. So Scott Geiler's crew going to move him to the center of the groove. Who's going to be our first victor of the 2017 season? And what a drag race to start to a championship chase, maybe beginning right in front of our eyes. Kenneridge by the center line, and it's Geiler. 7:65 with a 3, beats a 7:808. So Scotty G into the winner's circle, the Aerospace Components winner's circle here at Bradenton Motors. Glenn Pushis, currently the quickest and fastest car in the history of the category. 10:15.5, first man to bust into the teens. They got aggressive with it. They played their cards right during that final qualifier. We need Nostalgia Muscle Car. We need Detroit True Track Nostalgia Muscle Car to the lanes, please. Detroit True Track Nostalgia Muscle Car. Glenn Pushis all in. Keith Vaughn's going to go in second. Can Pushis do it? Well, I'll tell you what, Keith Vaughn took an honest swing at him at the tree and got himself a lead on the starting line, but by the 8th mile, that lead has evaporated. It's evaporating quickly. 10:22.5 at 129 for Glenn Pushis, as Vaughn runs 10:45.2 at 127.02. Congratulations to Glenn Pushis. You're a champion this weekend. 415-inch combination Nye, 400 cubic inch. Make no mistake about it, Nye is going to need to absolutely slaughter the Christmas tree to give himself a shot here at DeMayo. And it was DeMayo who showed up with the chainsaw. Mike DeMayo 65 to Nye's 84, and Mike DeMayo driving away at the big end 785.4 at 171. Rich Nye goes 822.5 at 165 miles an hour. You can't.
E3 Diamond Fire technology maximizes the fuel burn for more power and better fuel efficiency.
Here at John Force Racing, we run only E3 spark plugs. What are you running?